Hi, welcome to another episode of Scrolling This is Cooking Show. Today we're gonna making some nice moldy beans. I know you all love their moldy beans, very high in protein and carbs. So first, you're gonna want to go over to your fridge and take out a couple beans. Just some beans should do. We don't want too much beans, otherwise the mold's not gonna have enough space to grow. Well, actually, it'll have too much space to grow. We won't get enough mold per cubic meter of beans. But you don't want too little, otherwise it's too much mold. So now we just have some raw beans right here. That's no good. We're gonna go over here and combine it into a nice block of pure beans. Look at that. See, now the hardest part: how do we make these beans into moldy beans? Well, that is where I come in. First, you come over to this nice sink over here and take your springless soapy sponge, and you wet that up, soak it in the water for quite a bit. Mold needs a lot of water to grow, doesn't it? Once that's done, you can put your scrumbly soapy sponge away, and you got a pretty wet block of beans. Come over to the microwave, put it in there, make it nice and hot. Let's wait. Ah, the beans are done. Now, we have a nice, hot, and wet block of beans. But no mold's growing on it yet because we just microwaved it. So we're gonna go back to our sink. We're gonna soak the beans a bit more, get them so a nice coat of water on it. And then this is the hardest step for people to get right. We're going to put them in the oven for a couple hours at like 103 degrees Fahrenheit so the mold gets a nice, moist, warm environment. Every once in a while, you're just going to want to splash some more water in there. Now, since it takes a couple hours, we already have a block of moldy beans prepared in this oven over here. Let me just get it out. Ah, look at that. A nice moldy block of beans. Look at this. Absolute beauty. Can we get a close up on this? This is a nice block of moldy beans. Now, remember, 103 degrees for a couple hours. Splash it with water every once in a while. It needs a nice moist environment. Thank you for joining us for another episode of Scranglis's Cooking Show.